Hello boys and girls, welcome to your drama lesson with me, Mr. Grossard. It is lovely to be back with you all again. So, we have got a very exciting lesson coming up, but we need to warm up first, okay? So make sure you're standing up with me. Let's just get our bodies ready. I want you to stretch to the ceiling, boys and girls, on your tiptoes as high as you can. Now touch your toes. Ooh, very good. Give your arms a shaking out. Give your legs a shaking out. Give your whole body a shake out. Very good. Okay. You're going to need to give this next activity all the energy you have. Okay? So, we are going to talk about beans. Do you like beans? Can you tell me any number of different beans that you can think of? Well, there's actually quite a few. I'm going to name different beans and we're going to give an action to each bean. Okay? Now remember, boys and girls, if your parents try to give you beans for your dinner, eat them because they're very, very good for you. Okay? So, here we go. Our first bean is the runner bean. So what action should we give to the runner bean? What do you think? How about running on the spots? Like this with all your energy. Okay? So remember that. Your next bean is your broad bean. Okay? Now broad beans, you're going to have to make yourself really broad like this. You're going to have to make yourself as wide as you can. So arms all the way out, legs all the way out. You're as wide and as broad as you can be. So that was broad bean. Your third bean, boys and girls, is my favourite, the jelly bean. So what do we do for the jelly bean? What do you think? Yeah, okay, we're going to shake like jelly. Ready? Our whole body is going to give them a shake like this. Ooh. Shaking like a crazy jelly bean. Very good. So let's recap, boys and girls. Our first one, we've got runner bean. So we'll run on the spot. Then we had broad bean, where we're as wide as we can be. And then we had jelly bean. We'll jelly like this, okay? Jelly on the spot. Okay then, so that's our first three. Let's keep going, we've got three more. Our next bean is the string bean, okay? So, you're going to make yourself as tall and as thin, like a piece of string, as you can be. So legs together, hands and arms together, and stretching all the way up. Really, really slim like this. Okay, so that's the string bean. Then we've got, just like in Jack and the Beanstalk, the magic bean. For the magic bean, you are going to start small and then get big, like a big beanstalk. So small to big, like that, okay? And finally, beans on toast. Now, beans on toast means you have to lie flat on the ground, just like this. Yep, just like that. So let's go through those again. We had the string bean. We had the magic bean. Whoosh, whoosh. And beans on toast. You lie on the floor. Okay then. Can we remember all of those? Let's test you, okay? Ready for your first one? Runner bean, go! Running on the spot. Very good. High knees, running on the spot. Broad bean. Jelly bean. Ooh. String bean. Magic bean. Whoosh. Whoosh. Beans on toast. Very good, boys and girls. Give yourselves a round of applause. So that was them all in order. Are you feeling energized? You've got to react as quickly as you can when I say the type of bean. Okay, this time we're going to jumble them all up. I could say anyone at any point. I don't even know which ones I'm going to say yet, okay? So here we go. Jelly bean. Very good. Broad bean. Excellent. Magic bean. You guys are great at being beans. Beans on toast. Little rest for you there. Well done, boys and girls. Runner bean. Broad bean. Jelly bean. Beans on toast. Good. Woo, boys and girls, doing really well. We're going to do it one more time. But this time, we're going to go even faster. So, just shake yourself out. It's the final round, boys and girls. Okay, are you ready? Go real quick here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Broad bean. Jelly bean. Beans on toast. Runner bean. String bean. Magic beans. Beans on toast. Alright, boys and girls, well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Very, very good. Okay, you're probably exhausted now. You can sit down for this next activity or you can stand up straight. We are going to act out different emotions, okay? So, take a deep breath and get ready for the next activity. Are you still there? Good. Boys and girls, for the next activity, we are going to act out different emotions. So what do I mean by that? We are going to use our acting skills to pretend that we feel a different way to how we're feeling right now, okay? So, before I say the emotion, we need to say something, okay? So, we are going to say, my name is, and then your name, okay? So, I would say, my name is Mr. Grossart. But you would say, my name is, and your name, okay? So let's practice it in our normal voices, okay? So, ready? 3, 2, 1. My name is Mr. Grossart. Cool, okay. Now I'm going to give us a different emotion. And we're going to say the same sentence, but pretend that we feel like the emotion that I say, okay? So, we're going to start off with happy. So, what do we do to look and sound happy? Well, maybe we have our eyebrows up, nice smile, back straight, eyes wide open, and we have a nice voice, okay? So our voice goes up at the end of each sentence because we're really happy. Okay, so should we say our names? So, happy, here we go. 3, 2, 1. My name is Mr. Grossart. Now it's your turn. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay then, ready for the next one? We're going to do the opposite to happy. We're going to do sad. So, boys and girls, what do we do when we feel sad? Well, maybe our eyebrows fall down a bit. instead of going up at the end of our sentences like we were when we were happy, maybe our voices just kind of go down. And our voices seem a bit flat. And we're not smiling anymore. Eyebrows down, mouth down. And we say our name like we're sad, okay? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. My name is Mr. Grossart. Now it's your turn. So really sad, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Very good. Okay, we can be happy again now. Alright then, boys and girls. What about confused? So, confused is when we don't understand. Okay? Have you ever been confused about something? Well, I certainly have. Okay, so what do we do when we're confused? If you're thinking, you're trying to work something out in your head, eyebrows are down, you're trying to concentrate, you don't know what's going on, maybe your head's wobbling from side to side, and you don't know how to feel. Everything's like a question. So, should we try it now? You're really confused, remember? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. My name's Mr. Grossart. Okay, your turn. 3, 2, 1. Very good, boys and girls. Okay. Ooh. Are you ready? Our next one is scared. So what do we do when we're scared? Big eyes, because you're trying to see everything that's happening. Maybe your voice goes up a bit, because you're a bit scared. Ready? Maybe your eyes are going from side to side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. My name's Mr. Grossart. Okay, your turn. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Okay then, our next one. Okay, it is hungry. Oh, have you ever been so hungry? All you can think about is food and you can't concentrate on anything because you're so hungry. Well, when we're hungry, our tummy's rumbling, so maybe grab your tummy. Oh, and you're moaning because all you want to do is eat. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, my name's Mr. Grossart. Your turn. 3, 2, 1, go. Very good. Okay. The next one's tired. You're really tired. You've had a long day at school, and then you had to do all those activities after school, and then you wanted to go home, but there was a traffic jam, and then dinner took ages, and you had to do all this work when you got home, and you're just tired, and you just want to go to sleep. Everything's very slow. Our voices drop a bit. Oh, maybe you're yawning. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. My name's Mr. Grossart. Your turn. 3, 2, 1. Go. Very good, boys and girls. Should we do one more? Okay. The next emotion is excited. So, you can't wait to see what the next thing is that's going to happen, and you're speaking really fast because you're so excited because something amazing just happened, and you want to tell everyone about it. Okay, alright, let's go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. My name's Mr. Grossart. Your turn. 3, 2, 1. Excellent work, boys and girls. Give yourselves a round of applause. Woo woo woo. Okay then, join me in the next section where we're going to start our lesson. Here we go. Well, boys and girls, well done for warming up with me. Now, our lesson. We are going to look at sunflowers. Have you ever seen this painting before? It is by a Dutch artist called Vincent Van Gogh. He was born in 1853. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was a long time ago. But he became an artist when he was 27 years old. So, boys and girls, you're all very young now, but one day you may become artists too, so pay attention. This is his most famous painting. It's called Sunflowers. You may have seen this painting before. What do you think of it, boys and girls? Do you like it? Do you all know what a sunflower is and what one looks like in real life? Should we look at a photo? Vincent Van Gogh became an artist at 27. A few years later he moved to Paris, which is where all the fantastic artists live. He started to develop his skills, boys and girls, and he became this fantastic painter. But unfortunately, he became prone to bouts of insanity. And unfortunately, his brother was only able to sell one of his paintings whilst he was alive. Now, boys and girls, this is an incredible fact because now he's one of the most well-known painters in the world. But when he was alive, he only sold one painting. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Boys and girls, let's think about how he got inspired to paint sunflowers. We are going to pretend that we're artists, okay? So, we got our paintbrush, we've got our sketchbook to paint in. Hold those for me. We're going to go on a walk around a beautiful garden. And this garden has spectacular flowers. Okay, now I want you to focus on the flowers and think about the colours. Tell me the colours you can see, okay? Let's start walking through this magical, beautiful garden. Look to your left. What flowers can you see? What colours are they? Look to the right. Wow. What flowers can you see now? What colours can you see in the flowers? Are some different shapes? What do we do when we see something that really impresses us? What sounds do we make? Ooh. Wow. And hold on. What's this? It's bigger than all the other flowers. It's got a big, thick green stem. A black face with yellow petals. And it's so tall. What sort of flower is it, boys and girls? It's a sunflower. Let's paint it. Take your sketchbook. Now start with the stem, really tall. Now paint the head of the flower and the petals, Really focus on the details. Don't rush it, boys and girls, for this could be your masterpiece. Well done. Put the paintbrush and the sketchbook down. Let's think about how a flower grows, okay? What does it start off with, boys and girls? That's right, it's a seed. Now, let's be a seed. So we're going to be as small as we can, okay? So hold yourself tightly, make yourself as small as you can, kneel down. Small as you can, boys and girls, that's very good. Okay, so we're buried in the earth. But rain comes down, so rain, boys and girls. With your fingertips, rain. Hitting the ground, giving us the energy we need. What else do we need? We need sunlight. Beautiful sunlight like this, boys and girls. And more rain. And sunlight. And from a seed, we begin to grow. So getting bigger, boys and girls. And poking your head through the top of the earth. Oh, you're a nice small flower now. Now sunflowers love the sun. So the sun rises over here, goes all the way across, and it sets down this side. So I want you, as you're growing, to follow the sun, slowly, gently growing as you follow the sun, not too fast. And the sun goes down, and our heads go down too, until the next day, where we follow the sun around again, and we're getting taller and stronger and more powerful. And one last lap of the sun, and we are a giant, magnificent sunflower. Well done, boys and girls. Now I have a story about the sunflower. But before we begin the story, we need to think about the two characters in the story. So we've got the sunflower, so nice, tall and powerful and beautiful. And we also have a goose. What do geese do? Well, you've got wings, bend your knees, chest out, and you're gonna walk around like this. Now, the goose is very wise, so if you could do this, put one eyebrow up like you're a wise goose, and you're walking around and you know everything about everything. There's nothing that you don't know. Okay, well done, boys and girls. Now, think about those characters and listen to this story. Now, if you like, you can pretend that you're doing the characters in the story as I tell it, or if you prefer, you can sit down or lie down with your eyes closed and listen very carefully. Okay then, boys and girls, join me in the next section for the story.
The Sunflower's Gift. A few days later, a wise old goose came and perched below the sunflower. She began nibbling at the seeds that had fallen to the ground. "My," said the goose, "never have I tasted such delicious seeds. And oh, how wonderful they make me feel. There is magic in your seeds, precious flower. I feel great love, but I also feel deep sadness. What is troubling you, radiant flower? You live in this lovely garden, and you are loved and known by so many people around the world, yet you seem so very sad." "Yes, Mrs. Goose, it is true. All these people come from near and far to see me so that they might feel my magical energy, the sunflower replied. It gives me great comfort in knowing that I have touched the hearts of so many. But I have become a prisoner in my own garden. I am afraid and no longer feel loved. Once, not so long ago, my life was so simple. The gardener would take special care of all the beautiful flowers in the garden, and the animals, birds, and insects would come and go as they pleased. Now seldom do I see my old friends, for the noise of the crowds and the flashing of the cameras has scared them away. Oh dear Mrs. Goose, my heart aches to feel free once again. The sunflower shyly turned away to face the sun, her dearest friend, for it was the sun and the universe that filled her with the warm, loving energy she radiated. The fragile sunflower began to cry softly. The goose could see tears falling like delicate raindrops, and the sunflower's golden petals. From the sunflower's golden petals, she could feel it in her own heart, the beautiful sunflower's loneliness and sadness. Goose thought for a moment, then flew to face the sunflower. I believe it is time for you to leave this garden. Your work here is done. With the help of the universe, the winds, and the birds, you have planted many magical seeds. Your beauty, light, and love will continue to grow and spread all over the world for many years to come. Now, my dear sweet sunflower, you need a place to rest, and I will take you there. I must first go and speak with some wise friends, but I promise to return. As you wait for my return, beautiful flower, fill your heart with the warm, healing rays of the golden sun, and simply believe that the miracle you wish for will come true. With a little hope in her heart, the sunflower smiled and thanked the goose for all she had done. The sunflower watched as the goose flew away. She would do as the goose had said. She wrapped herself in a blanket of the sun's warm, golden rays, and with all her heart she would believe. After just a short time, the goose returned as she had promised. I have spoken to the heavens and the universe, and it is agreed that you are far too beautiful and far too precious to continue your life in this place. It has been decided that you will come with me to a magnificent garden, a garden in paradise, where you will find the peace and love you so deserve. Your magic and your love have indeed touched the hearts of many people and creatures. You have shown us true beauty, gentleness, compassion, courage, grace, and unconditional love. The earth has been blessed by your presence. You have served the earth well, precious sunflower. That night, the wind blew fiercely, and the clouds began to swirl. A storm was brewing. It was time for the sunflower to leave this place she had called home for so many years. With the help of the goose and the great power of the wind, the sunflower was pulled gently from the ground and carried high into the clouds, beginning the journey to her new home. The wind softly guided the sunflower until she reached the most beautiful garden she'd ever seen. The goose and the wind carefully placed the sunflower in the middle of the garden. This heavenly place was to be her new home. Exhausted from the journey, the sunflower bowed her head, and in a soft whisper she graciously thanked her angels in the heavens for answering her prayers.
Well, boys and girls, thank you for listening. I really hope you enjoyed that story. Did you like it? And what a lovely ending for the sunflower that had given so much and so much happiness to lots of different people and creatures, and it got the ending it deserved. Now Vincent Van Gogh, his ending, let's think about that. Well, once he passed, his paintings sold for millions, and they still do. He in fact became an incredibly successful artist after his life. But his art lives on and still provides happiness for people all around the world when they can see it. So boys and girls, with that thought, it's been lovely to see you all today for the drama lesson. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.